Welcome back to B Spice. In this session, we'll talk about cybersecurity question and answers. Okay. So prior to this, on the cybersecurity, we have uploaded two videos. One is on the cyber vulnerabilities of industrial control system, ICS, and the last one was cyber vulnerabilities and industrial protocol. So in those videos, we have covered a lot of terminologies, jargons related to cybersecurity. So that's why I want to clarify all those actually in this session. Okay. So let's go into the questionnaires. Okay. We'll start with the basic. What does cybersecurity mean? Very simple. Cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting networks, systems, and data from digital attack, damage, or unauthorized access. So again, I repeat, it refers to the practice of protecting networks, systems, and data from digital attacks. Okay. So why is cybersecurity important? Yes. Because, friends, as our reliance on digital system increases, right? Yes, so does the risk of cyber threats. So, cybersecurity is very crucial to safeguard personal and, most importantly, the sensitive information, thereby preventing identity theft and ensure the continuity of service online. So, this is why cybersecurity is important. What is this firewall in cybersecurity? Yes, as we all know, firewall is a network security system that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predefined security rules. So that is the point. So basically, it acts as a barrier between a trusted and an untrusted network. As simple as that. Okay, friends? Right. So what is VPN and why it is used? As we all know, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, right? So it is used to create a secure connection to another network over the internet, ensuring privacy and anonymity. Very simple, right? Okay. Then what is 2FA? 2FA means two-factor authentication, right? So basically it is a security measure that requires two different methods of verifying our identity. Very simple, isn't it? So it usually involves something, like a password or something you have a smartphone to receive a verification code. That's it. This is called 2FA. Then encryption. See, what is this encryption actually? What it does to enhance the security? Yes. Encryption converts the data into a coded form. See, for example, ciphertext, which can only be deciphered and read by someone who has the description key. Very simple. So it's basically a powerful tool to protect data from transit and at rest. Okay, sorry, protect data in transit and at rest. So basically, it converts the data into a coded form, ciphertext, which can only be deciphered and read by someone who has a description key. Okay. What is DDoS attack? DDoS stands for Distributed Denial of Service. So basically, it's an attack where multiple compromised systems are used to target a single system, thereby causing a denial of service, meaning network unavailable to its intended users. So basically, this is a distributed denial of service. Denial of service. It's an attack where multiple compromised systems are used to target a single system, causing a denial of service, meaning network is unavailable to its users. Okay, good to go. Social engineering. What is this social engineering? Social engineering is a manipulation technique that tricks people into giving up confidential information. As simple as that. So the term can also include, activities such as term in the sense social engineering means exploiting human kindness, greed, or curiosity to gain access to restricted access building or obtain unauthorized information. You got it, friends? So basically, it's a manipulation technique that tricks the people into giving up the confidential information. So zero-day vulnerability. What is this zero-day vulnerability? A zero-day vulnerability refers to a software security flaw that is known to the software vendor but does not have a patch in place to fix the vulnerability. So it is often exploited by cyber criminals before the vendor releases a solution, right? A zero-day vulnerability refers to a software security flaw that is known to the software vendor but doesn't have a patch to fix the vulnerability. What is intrusion detection? As we all know, we call this as IDS, right? It's basically a device or software application that monitors a network or system for malicious activity or policy violation. So if detected, this activity is reported to an administrator or collected centrally in a security information and event management system. We call it as SIEM, which I am going to talk later. Okay. So basically, it's a software or device application that monitors a network or system of malicious activity or policy violations, right? Okay. Then honeypot. Have you heard about honeypot? What is this honeypot? Yeah, honeypot is a deco system or a resource setup to lure cyber attackers and detect, deflect, or study attempts to gain unauthorized access. So, honeypot is a deco system or a resource setup to lure cyber attackers and detect, deflect, or study attempts to gain unauthorized access. Then botnet. What is this botnet? So a botnet is a network of private computers infected with malicious software and controlled as a group without the owner's knowledge, usually for nefarious activities such as sending spam or launching DDoS, denial of service attacks. So botnet is a net of private computers infected with malicious software and control as a group without the owner's knowledge. And what is this worm and virus? Both are types of malware, which we know, right? But the point here is a virus launches itself to legitimate code and propagates by attaching itself to other programs. Whereas while a worm is a standalone software that replicates without targeting and infecting specific files. You got it, friends? So both are malware, right? But virus attaches itself to a legitimate to a code and propagates by attaching it to other programs. But worm is a standalone software that replicates without targeting and infecting the specific files. And what is the spoofing? Spoofing is a technique used in cyber attack to disguise the communication from an unknown source as coming from a trusted source. It can be used in phishing mails and IP spoofing or even caller ID spoofing. It's a technique used in cyber attack to disguise communication from an unknown source as coming from a trusted source. That is the point here. Okay. What is this SSL certificate? You would have heard this actually. It's basically a digital certificate providing authentication for a website and enabling an encrypted connection. These certificates communicate to the client that the web service host demonstrated the ownership of the domain to the certificate authority at the time of certificate issuance. That is about SSL. And ethical hacking. I hope you know this, right? Ethical hacking. Ethical hacking involves an authorized attempt to gain unauthorized access to a computer system, data, or application. It helps to identify potential threats and vulnerabilities to be fixed before a malicious attackers discover them. So basically, it involves an authorized attempt to gain unauthorized access to a computer system. Okay, right. Cyber threat intelligence. What is the cyber threat intelligence? So cyber threat intelligence is the information a business uses to understand the threats that have, will, or currently targeting the organization. This info is used to prepare, prevent, and identify cyber threats aiming to take advantage of valued resources. So it's basically is the information a business uses to understand the threats. Okay, that's it. Then we have a security operations center. What is this security operations center, SOC? It's basically a centralized unit that deals with security issues on organizational and technical level. So it is responsible for continuous monitoring and improvement of organization security posture while preventing, detecting, analyzing, and responding to cybersecurity incidents. Right? This is SOC. Then multi-factor authentication. So we have seen two-factor. So this is a multi-factor. This is a security system that requires more than one method of authentication from independent categories of credentials to verify the user's identity for the login or other transaction. Then what is this public key infrastructure, PKI? PKI is set of rules, nothing actually. It's a set of rules, policies, and hardware, software, and procedures needed to create, manage, and distribute, use, store, and revoke digital certificates and manage public key encryption. So basically, it's a set of rules, policies. Okay. Then we know IDS, right? Then what is this IPS? What is IDS versus IPS? See, IDS is intrusion detection system. It just monitors and alerts about the potential attack. Whereas intrusion prevention, IPS also takes action to prevent attack from happening. See, intrusion monitors and alerts about the potential attacks, right? IPS also same takes action to prevent the attack from happening. That's the thing. IDS monitor and alert about the potential attack, whereas IPS take action to prevent attack from happening. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, endpoint protection. You would have heard this. Endpoint protection or endpoint security. It's a strategy for protecting the corporate network when accessed via remote devices like smartphone, laptop, or other wireless devices. It involves securing the endpoint from various type of threats. Very simple. It's basically a strategy for protecting a corporate network when accessed via remote devices. Right. Brute force attack. What is this brute force attack? A brute force attack is a trial and error method used for what? To obtain information such as user password or personal identification number, PIN number. So in a brute force attack, automated software is used to generate a large number of consecutive guesses as to value of the desired data. Okay, good to go, friends. Right. So I repeat again, it's a trial and error method used to obtain the information such as user password or PIN number. What is dark web? See, dark web is a part of the internet that isn't indexed by search engines and where anonymized activities can take place. So dark web is a part of the internet that isn't indexed by search engine, okay, where anonymized activities can take place. While not all activity is illegal, it is known for hosting a great deal of illicit activity. This is a dark web, is part of the internet. Then data breach, of course, a data breach is an incident where information is stolen or taken from a system without the knowledge or authorization of system owner. Very simple, right? Then what is encryption in transit? As I highlighted earlier, encryption in transit refers to a practice of encrypting the data while it is moving from one place to another when it's in transit. Okay. Then what is this encryption and rest? Yeah, it refers to the practice of encrypting the data when it is stored, such as on a hard drive or database. Very simple, right? And what is the role of ethical hacker? An ethical hacker, also known as a white hat hacker, is a cybersecurity personnel who uses their skills to help organization identify vulnerabilities in their system and fix them before they can be exploited by malicious hackers, right? So that is the role of ethical hacker. Then what is the CIA triad? CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. It's basically a guideline of information security for organization. Okay. And what is this black hat, white hat, and gray hat hackers? So black hat hackers break into system with malicious intent, while white hat hackers are ethical hackers who can help organization to find and fix vulnerabilities, and gray hat hackers fall somewhere in between. They may violate the laws or ethical standard, but without the malicious intent of black hat hackers. Very simple, right? So black hat break into the system with malicious intent. White hat or ethical hackers, okay, help the organization. Gray is fall between these. They may violate laws or ethical standard, but without the malicious intent of black hat. That's the point. Okay, what is the SIM? Yeah, SIM actually stands for Security Information and Event Management. So basically, it's a set of tools and services offering a holistic view of an organization's information security. Right, in this dashboard, you can see whatever is violated, all these you can see. So what is spear phishing? Okay, spear phishing is an email scam targeted towards a specific individual, organization, or a business. It's used to steal the data for malicious purpose, as we all know. The computer virus. This is again a type of malicious software program when executed replicates by reproducing itself or infecting the other computers by modifying them. That is about the computer virus. Then again, Trojan. Of course, you know this Trojan horse or simply a Trojan is a type of malicious software that often disguises itself as a legitimate software, but it is not so. So Trojans can be employed by cyber thieves or hackers trying to gain access to the user system. Okay, then computer worm. So computer worm is a type of malware that spreads the copies of itself from computer to computer. It can replicate itself without any human interaction and does not need to attach itself to a software program to cause damage. It's basically a worm. It's a type of malware that spread copies of itself from computer to computer. Okay, that's all I have for this session, friends. I hope you got some insight and many more are coming up. So see you in the next session wherein we'll talk more interesting questionnaires regarding the cybersecurity. So if you like this video, you can show your support either by pressing the thumbs up button or becoming a member or possible become a yeah. Thank you, friends. Thank you and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.